What's up, Fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. It's your boy T-John, and y'all know what time it is. It's time for your top five at five. All right, guys. Oh, we got some pretty interesting news for you guys today. It's been a hectic, and I do mean hectic, time between yesterday and today, man. Like it's been going kind of crazy. Not even gonna lie to you, but I mean that makes it more fun for me because I definitely did enjoy reading some of these articles. So the first one I want to get into was something that I actually did not enjoy. Was not once again eligible for bail, meaning that he is still in jail. He was denied bail for a second time. He was even willing to pay $1 million for his bail. Unfortunately, though, the judge did not budge and even had a video testimony from one of the victims, alleged victims, being Paul Bender, who is the stepfather of the guy who, apparently was molesting one of his daughter's cousins or something like that. So yeah, it's a shame. It's really a shame that he still is in jail, even though I feel like he shouldn't be. And don't worry, bro, I'm getting to it. I promise you I'm getting to it. You better believe that's on the list. That's actually number one on the list. But just going back to Cain Velasquez first, man, yeah, it's really sad. But I really feel for him. I think that he did what any person would do in his shoes. And it just sucks. It really does suck. So hopefully it does get better for him. I really hope that, justice is served in a better way than it is right now. I know Cain was kind of wrong for how he handled it, but I really feel like you can't blame him for how he took it, bro. I really do. And I feel like everybody agrees with that, man. Because if it was your daughter or if it was your sister or somebody what that happened to, you would be up in arms too, for real. You guys know it. But let's move on to some interesting news. It's all developing, but y'all know Ric Flair is coming up with his next, his big shebang, his last fight, his last time in the ring. He's coming out with that. And so it's been rumored Ricky Steamboat will be part of his, final match. So apparently he is coming out of retirement for his first match in over a decade. So F4W Online's Dave Meltzer added to that announcement, claiming that Ric Flair gave him some insight on who his opponents will be. Apparently, he'll be fighting alongside FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and they will be fighting Rock and Roll Express, and Ricky Steamboat will be involved. And if you didn't know, that's like his number one opponent. Like, if you talk about Ric Flair, you know about his matches with Ricky Steamboat. Super legendary guys. I mean, the two were absolute magic in the ring. So, I mean, but will they be magic now? Come on, I don't really know, man. I don't know. I mean, I know it sounds kind of good, but we got to be real, man. These guys are not the same guys that we saw when we were little and before I was even born. Those legendary matches happened before I was even thought of. So, I don't know. I don't like it. I do not think that this is a good idea, but I guess, I'm going to watch. I'm going to definitely watch. And I hope I'm wrong, but the age don't lie. The numbers don't lie. But moving on to number three. Yeah, number three, we got the Mysterios Are Back, man. So if you didn't watch Raw last night or see the rundown this morning, basically Veer Mahaan was torturing poor Mustafa Ali along with The Miz and Theory. But the Mysterios come out and do justice. Get Veer Mahaan up out of there and knock him down, the first people to ever do so. And this is the first time that they've been in the ring together in months. I want to say since at least early April, maybe late March. It's been a long time, man. So I'm actually really glad that they are back. And after all the rumors that they were splitting too. So I really don't know if they still are splitting or maybe it was just a rumor. Maybe they're going to work towards it. But I'm just glad that they are finally back. I'm sure we'll get some news on what happened, but it is good that they finally are back in the ring. Maybe they can get back to the storyline with the Mysterios and Veer Mahaan now, because that's been on the shelf now for, like I said, like a month or two. It's been kind of crazy, but I'm glad that we can finally get to it. Next, though, at number two, we finally get some word from Nash Carter, aka Zachary Wentz. Since his release, he has been completely silent. And if you didn't know, we got some damning pictures that happened where he posed as Hitler after getting a haircut. And this was pretty fucking bad. Like, this is a very bad look. And apparently this is what got him fired. It wasn't the allegations against him and his wife. I don't know why that wasn't enough, or like if maybe it wasn't true. I don't know. It hasn't really been a lot to talk about, or like not a lot has been said in terms of that. But he did issue an apology finally and talked about, you know, how insensitive it was and how he's apologetic about it. He was extremely ignorant towards it and since has learned about his comments, you know, the generic apology stuff, and how he's gone to the Holocaust Museum and this, that, and the third. Come on, man. You knew about it before. You knew it was fucked up. You just didn't think the leak would happen. And apparently he went into detail of why that picture existed, or like what happened. He was apparently getting blackmailed before all this happened, and he sent that picture to his wife to tell her what to expect and stuff. He had no idea that she was then gonna hold it and then release it anyway. And he said that it's a way to get back because of their divorce. It's all messy. It's all super messy. But it did cost him his job, so I guess you won. I don't know. A woman scorned, right, bro? You got to be careful what you're dealing with. So that happened. Now, let's get into the subject that everybody wants to talk about. Everybody in the world is talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi and the debacle that happened last night. Now, if you don't know, I don't know how you don't. Naomi and Sasha reportedly walked out from Raw yesterday in the middle or in like the beginning of the promotion, and were not heard from since. And so we do have the story though. We have a story finally about what happened. So apparently we all know that the main event that was supposed to happen was supposed to be a 6-pack challenge for the right to face Bianca Belair for the women's championship at Hell in a Cell. So it was going to be Sasha and Naomi. It was going to be Sasha and Naomi, Doudrop, Nikki ASH, Asuka, and Becky Lynch. That did not happen because apparently they were confused about the creative direction to where that was going to go. Apparently Naomi was supposed to beat Sasha Banks in that 6-pack match and receive the title shot. That was apparently what was supposed to happen. And then they were both supposed to celebrate. Naomi was supposed to lose to Belair after that at Hell in a Cell. And Sasha would face Ronda Rousey at the same event for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which Sasha Banks would also lose. So that led to confusion and questions between Sasha and Naomi about where their creative direction was going. They weren't 100% on board with it, and they were confused. They went to management. Nothing really changed, and they were called all a bunch of names, outside of their names, I should say. And it led to them apparently having a conversation with John Laurinaitis and leaving, giving their belts away. So I have no idea what's going to happen now. They have not been heard from since. There have been no statements made, nothing. Apparently Sasha Banks has unfollowed the WWE and everything, and you know that she has had no problem voicing that she wanted to leave. She's already been saying that. So I don't know if this was the final straw. I don't know what else was supposed to happen in that match, but clearly they were not happy with the direction. I don't know what that also means for Naomi. I feel like Naomi was a bystander in it all. Truly, I feel like Naomi was loyal to her friend Sasha, and I just feel like there's a lot more story and a lot more things to go with Naomi than Sasha. I feel like this was Sasha's last stand anyway, but losing Naomi feels kind of weird, especially with her bond. She's with the Usos, so what does that mean? There's a lot of big implications here, and I feel like the WWE has to figure this out because they're kind of fucking the game up right now. You're messing things up. You really are. If you're making your talent unhappy, especially those big names, there's a problem. And Tony Khan is definitely keeping watch. You better believe it, because he's been talking some shit on the side too, mainly naming stuff about Vinnie Mac of switching up scripts at last second. So definitely check that out too, guys. But I'm gonna definitely stay up on this story as well. If there's some breaking news, I'll probably jump right back on and let you guys know. But this is your top 5 at 5 right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe to Take It to the Ring. Follow us on Instagram at TTR Wrestling. Twitter is Take It to the Ring. We have NXT tonight. We're going to be live tweeting that, doing the rundown tomorrow. Another top 5 at 5. I'm sure some more news will come out. And if it does, you better believe I'm going to be on it. So, yeah, stay tuned, guys, because I need some more info, just like you guys do. So, best believe I'm watching. But thank you guys so much, as always. And until then, it's your boy T-John. Keep it real.